Very good crowd here at Knowsley Road today. Hope to see some fast, open, exciting rugby. Give the teams Warrington first, fullback Brian Johnson, 3/4 from the right, Carbett, Cullen, Blake and Thackeray. Ken Kelly and Andy Gregory make up the halfbacks. Bob Eccles, Webb and Jackson in the front row, Boyd and Gregory in the second row, and Alan Rathbone the loose forward. Substitutes this afternoon for Warrington, number 14, Foster, and number 15, Kevin Tamati. The Wigan side, fullback Edwards, 3/4 from the right, Henley Smith, Stevenson, Hanley, Whitfield, Eller and Ford make up the halfbacks. Forwards, front row we have Dowling, Kiss and Wayne, Detroit and Goodway in the second row, and Ian Potter the loose forward. Substitutes this afternoon for Wigan, number 14 Steve Hampson and number 15 Brian Case. Referee for today's match is Mr. John Holsworth. And Kelly, captain in Warrington. Wigan captain again in the absence of Graham West. Andy Goodway. So it'll be Wigan to kick off, playing from right to left. David Stevenson gets the 1985 Burton Woodbury Lancashire Cup final underway. Long kick. Taken well by Kelly. Downed on the 10-yard line by Nicky Kiss. Now Eccles takes it up. Good solid tackle by Ian Potter and Sean Wayne. Ball now with Andy Gregory for the kick. Bounces off Nicky Kiss. Warrington gain possession. And that kick, Henley Smith unable to hold on to it. Well, Mike Gregory loses the ball in the tackle to Wigan. It's now Wigan on the attack. Ball now with Andy Goodway driving through. Ball now. Edwards decides to take it himself, makes 5 yards. Nicky Kiss behind the play of the ball. Kiss onto Mike Ford. Long ball out to Hanley. Well, touch judge is in. Eccles, it was, he threw a punch in the tackle. Boyd's getting involved as well. Well, we knew Ellery Hanley would have been well marked. It looked like Eccles were attempting to mark him permanently. Holsworth having a word with Eccles. No, Boyd. Free kick to Wigan. David Stevenson likes to kick for goal. As you can see, Stevenson's kick from just over the 25. Left of the post.
position, but when the competition's on, you'll find everything's harder.
A good kick by David Stevenson. First points on the board to Wigan. 3 minutes gone. Wigan in the lead, 2 points to 0. Andy Gregory to restart. Kicks deep. Ball taken by Detroit, carrying the ball one-handed. Bounces off Boyd. Half the Warrington pack needs to get Detroit down. Ball now is Sean Wayne. Good tackle right this time around the legs by Boyd. Jackson in support. Nicky Kiss taking himself from acting half-back. Jackson holds onto his legs. Tackle finally completed by Eccles. And another free kick to Wigan. Number 4, Phil Blake, offside. David Stevenson to kick for touch. Makes 15 yards. Kiss restarts. On to Wayne, driving in. Tackle on the halfway line by Eccles and Webb. Ball now with Greg Dowling. Ball now with Steve Ella. On to Andy Goodway. Detroit acting halfback. On to Mike Ford. Ford with a kick. Bounties off Boyd. Detroit regains possession for Wigan. Unfortunately loses it in the tackle. Jackson comes up with it for Warrington. Ball now with Rathbone. On to Andy Gregory. Now to Ken Keller. Keller decides to go back inside. Finally down by Sean Wayne. Webb. Out to Jackson. Now Eccles coming short. Eccles sidesteps inside. Down by Kiss and Detroit. Referee Holdsworth signals 6 tackle coming up. All now with Gregory. Throws the ball. It's anybody's ball. Mike Ball regains possession, although there's a suspicion of offside. Referee Holdsworth allows play on. Wigan bringing the ball cross field. Goodway. Now Ella. Hanley unable to hold, but Edwards is there to clean up. Hanley at halfback. Gets the ball onto Andy Goodway. Runnings downfield. Tackle by Jackson and Webb. Now Greg Dowling. A flying tackle there from Bob Jackson, the Warrington number 10. Now Kiss. 6 tackle coming up. Well, now it's Steve Ella. Ella decides to go it himself. Loses the ball. Warrington gain possession. 15 yards in their own half. Ball now with Bob Eccles bringing it out. Taken by Kiss and Dowling. A free kick to Warrington. Albert coming across for the line kick. Good kick by Carbot, makes 25 yards. Webb restarts. On ball into Boyd. Boyle. And who's got the ball? And Boyd still manages to hang on. Ball now with Alan Rathbone. Driving in. Good tackle by Sean Wayne. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Goes without the ball. Kelly tidies up, but he's down on the 25 by Ian Potter. Warrington play the ball out left to Eccles. Eccles gets the ball back to Rathbone. Rathbone sees the gap. Finally down by Wayne and Potter. Rathbone gains a free kick. Sean Wayne not getting up fast enough and allowing Rathbone to play the ball. Brian Corbett elects to kick for goal. Corbett coming up to the left of the post. Clubhouse end. And he kicks it to level the scores. Score now Wigan 2, Warrington 2. 2 penalties, 1 to either side. David Stevenson will restart.
Long deep kick.
Kick deep, taken by Corbett. Corbett driving it back. Loses his footing, so as he's met by Hanley and Ford. Ball now with Webb. Hanley's in to make the tackle again with Ford. Rathbone and Hanley having a bit of an altercation there. Ex-teammates from Bradford Northern. Warrington play the ball out wide. 6 tackle coming up. Looking to Gregory for the kick. Gregory puts the long kick down. Edwards is there to cover. Edwards runs it back. He's got Smith in support. Met well by Thackeray and Blake though. Now Smith decides to take it himself. Ella, on to Wayne. Gets on to Ford. To Dowling. Dowling. Dummies. Ball now with Steve Ella. Finally down by Eccles. Ball now with Greg Dowling. Driving in. 6 tackle coming up. This ball goes to Steve Ella. Ella with a long click, crossfield. Ball goes dead. Looking to Warrington to restart. With a tap from the 25. Jackson runs onto the short ball. Met by Dowling and Kiss for Wigan. Warrington forwards. Coming on again. Ball now with Rathbone. Don't think he expected to get that ball. Gregory onto Kelly. Playing the run round. Ball to Eccles. Eccles well tackled by Ian Potter. Ball now with Ken Kelly. Jinking and dodging. Finally met by Dowling and Detroit. Ball out to Andy Gregory. Gregory running crossfield, plays a long ball out, taken well by Rick Thackeray. Thackeray loses the ball. Possession regained by Steve Ella for Wigan. Steve Ella's going down the touchline. Blake recovered well for Warrington. Made the tackle. Wigan now on the attack. Ball now with Mike Ford, running round in circles. Gets the ball to Detroit. Detroit knocks on. Ford looking round for some forwards, take the ball on. Nobody was available, so he tried to take it himself. Unfortunately, it's passed to Detroit, just a little in front. Detroit unable to hold on. Well, it's the first scrum of the match. Gregory will feed for Warrington. Free kick to Wigan. Gregory playing the ball into his own forward's feet. It's David Stevenson with the line kick. Good kick by Stevenson. Kiss will restart for Wigan on the Warrington 25. Kiss onto Ford. First pass onto Sean Wayne. Down by Eccles. Ball now onto Dowling. Dowling plays a good pass back to Goodway. Ball now with Steve Ella. Long ball out. David Stevenson. Well tackled by Paul Cullen. Now Dutoit taking himself on the blind side. Dutoit's still going. Ball now with Ella. Ella has to go himself. Gets a good ball back to Mike Ford. Mike Ford sees the gap. Ball onto Hanley. Hanley's going through. I thought he slipped the tackle of Phil Blake. And 6 tackle coming up. Hanley plays it to himself and attempts to go for the line. Edwards is behind him, helping to get some weight. Awful move by Hanley. But there's the 6 tackles, change over. Warrington restart on their own line. Ball on to Boyd. Down by Goodway and Kiss. Oh, Boyd again. Hustled by Goodway. Ball it to Blake for the kick. And the ball bounced off Henley Smith's chest. Referee Holsworth adjudged a knock on though. So it'll be a scrum down on the halfway line. Gregory will feed. Nice, a good heel against the head by Kiss. Ball now with Mike Ford. Tackle by Kelly. Now Ian Potter taking it up. Potter slips one tackle. Ian Potter's still going. Potter finally down, about a yard in from touch on the far side of the field. Ball now with Mike Ford. On to Dutoit. Warrington forwards quickly on Dutoit. Dowling takes the pass and forward, decides to take it himself. Held by Gregory. And Eccles. Now the ball with Mike Ford again. Looking for a long ball out to Colin Whitfield. But a good tackle by Brian Carbett, takes Whitfield into touch. At 23 yards inside the Warrington half of the field. Gregory will feed the scrum again. And goes the ball. Gets it out this time, onto Kelly. Kelly well wrapped up by Ella and Hanley. Cullen behind to play the ball. Onto Rathbone. Good strong tackle from Dowling, aided by Kiss. Boyd takes the short pass. Loses the ball. Ball's going loose. Ball came off Rathbone's foot, although the crowd screamed for a knock on. Referee Holsworth allows play on. Kelly onto Andy Gregory. Gregory running wide, cross field. Ball's all over the place. Finally picked up by Eccles. Forward. Scrum down on the halfway line. Mike Ford to feed for Wigan. Well, this time Ford penalised, playing the ball into his own second row. Carbett goes across to take the line kick. Good kick, gains 22 yards. The kick does Carbett. Kelly will restart. On to Gregory. Now to Eccles. Kelly receives the ball back. It's the ball onto Gregory. Gregory well tackled by Potter. Now Boyd taking it himself from acting halfback. Potter in again with Wayne to make the tackle on the Wigan 25. Webb gets the ball out to Rathbone. Expecting the ball back. Rathbone died with it. Kelly at acting halfback. On to Gregory. Gregory gets a good ball out to Kelly. Kelly tries to chip through. And Kelly throws the ball back. We have Brian Johnson in support. It's now Warrington on the attack with a long ball out to Corbett. The ball knocked down. Referee Horsworth said the ball goes back. Cullen takes it up for Warrington. 3 yards from the Wigan line. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Gets the ball back. Ball gathered by Mike Gregory. Just in front of Steve Ella. 6 tackle coming up. Ball out to Boyd who knocks on. No, referee Horsworth said he went back. Ball with Webb, puts on the bomb. Edwards is underneath it. Well taken by Sean Edwards, under pressure from Brian Jackson. Sean Wayne goes to acting halfback. Decides to take it himself. David Stevenson behind the play of the ball. Stevenson on to Ford. Ford with a quick ball out to Dowling. We're going to have an overlap. Ball with Steve Ella. Ball with Steve Ella's going, looking around for support. It's got Andy Goodway. Goodway no able to hold on to the ball. Wigan had a 3-man overlap there. Goodway unable to hold on to Steve Ella's pass. Ball went loose. Bit of a scramble for the ball. Dowling eventually came up with it. Referee Horsworth has seen a knock on. You can see Phil Blake, the Warrington number 4 down. Looked like he twisted a leg in the tackle. Phil Blake restored. Team's packed down again. Gregory to feed the scrum. Free kick to Wigan, not allowing Warrington to form the scrum. Quick tap taken by Gregory, gets the ball onto Rathbone. Rathbone finally down by Ella. It's Mike Gregory, an acting halfback. Gregory decides to go it himself. Met by Mike Ford. 10 yards inside the Wigan half. Ball now from Boyd onto Jackson. Jackson upended by Ian Potter. Gregory onto Kelly, plays the run round, receives the ball back. Boyd takes the ball, but loses it. Dowling gets a good ball out. The ball now with Ellery Hanley. We're going to have the overlap on the far side. Ellery Hanley's going down the field. He's got Bob Johnson coming over, gets the ball out to Colin Whitfield. There's a knock on and also a forward pass. Well, that all started from Boyd losing the ball in the tackle with Dowling. Dowling played a quick ball out to Hanley. Hanley split the Warrington defence. Had Brian Johnson, the Warrington fullback, coming over quickly. And Whitfield unable to hold on to the ball, which referee Holsworth, the judges went slightly forward. There'll be another scrum down now. Gregory to feed for Warrington. Holsworth not happy. Gregory will feed again. Gregory gets the ball out the back of the scrum. This is a good ball back to Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson's going down the field. Johnson's going to score for Warrington. Smith comes across. Well, a quick pass by Andy Gregory from the scum. Find Brian Johnson, the Australian fullback from Sydney St George, backing up. Johnson outpaced Colin Whitfield to go in for a good try. Albert with a conversion attempt. Good kick comes in off the far post. Warrington take the lead, 8 points to 2. with around 24 minutes of the first half gone. The Wigan defence in absolute tatters there. As Johnson sped through. Stevenson to restart. Keep long. Staying by Carbot. Carbot running back in. Met by Mick Ford and Sean Wayne. Ball out to Boyd. This is the man they love to hate. Good heavy tackle on Alan Rathbone by Dowling and Wayne. Rathbone injured. Rathbone being attended to. Getting the magic sponge treatment. Rathbone fit to play the ball. Ball back from Webb to Gregory. Gregory tries to chip through. Ellis covering. Ellis tackled by Gregory and Jackson. Sean Wayne takes it himself from acting halfback, running wide, looking for the gap. Sean Wayne's looking for the gap. He's got no one in support. Got a ball out. Cullen couldn't take it. The ball's going loose. Finally gathered by Rathbone on the Warrington 25. Two players down injured. One from either side, both trends are on the field. As Jackson brings it up for Warrington. Met well by Stevenson. Boyd on to Kelly. Now Eccles running wide, goes round. Well, slims the tackle of Mike Ford, running back in field. Bob Eccles is still going. Manages to get a good ball out to Boyd. Boyd unable to hold on. Now Edwards takes the ball back for Wigan. Ball now with Goodway driving in. Met by Rathbone. And Eccles. Referee just having a word with them. Play held up. Sean Wayne receiving the treatment, stretchers being called for. Wayne being helped off the field by Wigan physio Keith Mills. Looks like possibly an arm injury or a shoulder. Brian Case coming on to replace Sean Wayne for Wigan. Warrington making a substitution. Mark Foster coming on for Warrington to replace number 4, Phil Blake. And both sides have substitutes on. 26 minutes of the match gone. Warrington in the lead, 8 points to 2. Goodway restarts. Ball with Ford. On to Brian Case, getting in the action straight away. Met by Rathbone, Mike Gregory. Case at acting halfback. On to Mike Ford. Ford gets the ball onto Potter, who's unable to hold it. Possession regained by Webb. Gregory unable to hold on. Knock on the Warrington 25. Mike Ford will feed the scrum. Good heel by Kiss. Reverse ball out to Ella. Got Hanley as support. Hanley's going through for Wigan. Despairing tackle by Johnson and substitute Foster. Ryan Hanley. About a foot from the line. Referee Holsworth having a word with Gregory. I think Nick Landy said something. Scrum down, I think, for a double movement by Hanley. Gregory will feed the scrum. About 8 yards from the Warrington line. Gregory feeds. Gathers from the back. Wrapped up by Brian Case. Ball now with Rathbone. Down by Dowling and Ford. Almost in front of the Warrington post. Kelly onto Mike Gregory. Kelly onto Eccles. Eccles taken well by Case and Kiss. Ball goes back to Carbett for the kick. Kick downfield. Edwards is covering. Whitfield takes it though. As I said, running cross field. Escapes the tackle of Boyd. Colin Whitfield still going. That's Dowling in him. Bowling on to Dutoit. Dutoit still going on to Henley Smith. Fine tackle by number 3, Cullen for Warrington. Denying Smith. Ball now with Hanley. Hanley gets the ball out. Dutoit takes it. No, it's Henley Smith that took the ball from Hanley. Dowling plays the run around with Ford. Dowling still going, gets the ball back to Potter. Now on to Andy Goodway. Goodway seems to stop. Tackled 9 yards in front of the Warrington post. Ball with Ford. Ball on to Ella. Short ball to Dowling. Dowling still going. Gets the ball back to Hanley. Hanley coming in for some heavy tackles this afternoon from the Warrington forwards. Dowling behind the play of the ball. Dowling plays the reverse pass into David Stevenson joining the line. Ball now to Nicky Kiss. Nicky Kiss is going through. Nicky Kiss goes in for Wigan. Well, the gap was there, but it appeared to close. And Kiss managed to go down low and get through. Well, Kiss is ecstatic. So he should be. Large crowd, mainly Wigan supporters, getting behind the team now. Well, that try came from Wigan. Started off by Colin Whitfield. Good run cross field. Broke 2 tackles. Wigan kept the momentum going. David Stevenson with a conversion attempt. About 10 yards in, far right hand side of the post. 24 yards out. And kick goes wide. Score after 32 minutes. Warrington still in the lead, 8 points to Wigan 6. As Gregory comes up to restart for Warrington. Gregory with a kick deep. Taken by Ian Potter in the second attempt. Potter running back. Met by his opposite number, Rathbone. Settled on the Wigan 25. Kiss selecting halfback. Short ball to Brian Case. Case making at least 10 yards with a run. Kiss onto Ford. Ford looking round for support. Onto Andy Goodway. Goodway gets the ball back to Ford. Ford dodging and jiving. Finally down by Foster and Cullen. Kiss onto Ella. Ella with a kick. Long kick by Steve Ella. Ball goes out to play. It'll be Warrington to restart with a tap from their own 25. Webb starts. Ball onto Rathbone. Down by Dowling and Kiss. Makes 10 yards. Ball, reverse pass onto Bob Jackson. Goes around the tackle of Dowling. It's wrapped up by Brian Case. Ball being thrown back. And a kick. Johnson covers. Mike Ford's up there to harry him, together with Greg Dowling. Warrington lose about 20 yards. Another good tackle by Ford and Dowling. This time on Webb. Late with the reverse pass to Eccles. Eccles loses his footing. Wrapped up by Mike Ford. Ball now to Bob Jackson. Jackson with a kick. Edwards is underneath it. Edwards takes the ball well. Scott Henley Smith in support. Well, Edwards got a good ball out to David Stevenson. Stevenson knew he was going to be taken into touch, threw a ball back, which Goodway couldn't get to. Rathbone regains possession for Warrington. Gregory onto Kelly. Down by Case in the Warrington 25. Way behind to play the ball. Gets the ball onto Bob Jackson. Now well by Ian Potter, Nick Dutoit. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Gregory tries to chip over the defence. Dowling regains possession. No, Gregory gets possession. Referee Holsworth calls for the 6th tackle. Ball now with Eccles for the kick deep. Whitfield takes the ball well, although loses his footing. Run straight at Carbert. Ball now to Ellery Hanley. Down by Webb and Cullen. Now with Mike Ford. Ford out to Ella. Ella had no space to work. Whitfield onto Ford. Long ball to Brian Case. Warrington forwards. Gregory and Rathbone quickly on Case that time. Ball now with Greg Dowling. Short ball to Nicky Dutoit. Dutoit pushes off one tackle. Finally down just inside the Warrington half of the field. 6th tackle coming up. Ball goes to Ella. Ella tries to chip up. Eccles regathers. They lose it. Ella regains possession. We're back to 1. Kiss. Onto Brian Case. Driving in. Kiss at acting halfback. Plays on the blind side to Potter. Down by Gregory and Cullen. Play almost to the Warrington 25. Ball with Ford. Plays the run around with Dowling. Good ball out to Steve Ella. Ella tackled by Jackson and Rathbone. Dowling gets the ball to Ford. Ford sees the gap. Suspiciously high tackle from Andy Gregory on Mike Ford. 6th tackle coming up. Kiss behind the play of the ball. Ball now with Steve Ella. Puts up the bomb. Andy Goodway's there. Goodway gains possession. Goodway was offside. Free kick to Warrington. Gregory taps. Ball onto Rathbone, driving in. Almost slips the tackle. Ball now with Eccles. Eccles turns in the tackle, gets the ball back. Ball's going free. Scrum down. Ford feeds the scrum. Good heel by Kiss. Referee Holsworth not happy. Ford feeds. Wigan playing the ball wide. David Stevenson. Free kick by Foster, holding Stevenson down. Foster has a little chat back to referee Holsworth. Gains Wigan another 10 yards. I think David Stevenson might elect to kick for goal. Around 5 minutes left of the first half. Stevenson does elect to kick for goal. About 27 yards out. Left hand side of the post. David Stevenson appeared to slice that. It goes wide to the right hand side of the post. Score remains Warrington 8, Wigan 6. As Eccles restarts with a drop from the 25. Ball deep down. Edwards gathers. Sides to straighten up. Kiss going to act in half-back. Kiss on to Andy Goodway. Goodway met by Jackson. 3 yards inside the Warrington half as Kiss takes it himself from acting half-back. Makes a good 10 yards as Nicky Kiss. Ball now to Dowling. Dowling, short ball to a Hanley. Hanley well policed by Warrington number 3, Paul Cullen. As Kiss goes to acting half-back. Ball to Dowling, driving in. Stray hand to Ender. Referee allows play on. The 6th tackle. Ford puts up the bomb. Gregory's underneath it. And Ella. Wigan gain possession. Ball out to Dutoit. Quick ball to Stevenson. Got Henley Smith in the corner. Ball back. Steve Ella. Wigan keeping the ball moving with David Stevenson. Ball to Dutoit. Dutoit's driving in. Referee said ball goes. Tackle count goes back to 0. Wigan on the attack. About 2 minutes left at half time. The ball now with Ella. Ella hands off one tackle. Is Steve Ella going to go in for a try for Wigan? Steve Ella does. Well, I thought Ella was going to be tackled by Gregory. Fended off Gregory's tackle, saw the gap to his right and went in. What a time to score a try. About 2 minutes to go to half time. Steve Ella breezes in for a try. That certainly got the Wigan fans singing again. Stevenson comes up with a conversion attempt. This time there's no mistake. Takes Wigan into a 12-8 lead. 1 minute left of the first half. Gregory to restart for Warrington. Another kick deep. On the forward's legs, Potter gathers on his own line. Runs the ball out. Made by Gregory and Rathbone. Now Nicky Kiss, again from acting half-back, making more ground. Kiss plays the ball to himself. Kiss making ground again, takes play to the halfway line. Good thinking by Nicky Case. Played the ball to himself, made another 15 yards. The ball now with Dowling. Dowling gets the ball onto Case. But the ball taken by Jackson. As the hooter goes for half time. Wigan going in, leading Warrington 12 points to 8. Gregory restarts the second half. Another deep kick, taken well by Henley Smith. Straightens up, met by Jackson and Rathbone. Dowling takes the ball from acting halfback. It's pushed back. And the tackle by Eccles, Rathbone and Jackson. The ball out to Brian Case. Right forward at acting halfback. It's the ball out to Steve Ella. Steve Ella running cross field, looking for the gap. Down by Eccles on the halfway line. Detroit at acting halfback. Detroit decides to take it himself. Six tackle coming up. Ella on to Ford. Ford with a kick. Ricochets off for Warrington player. Brian Corbett takes. Finally tackled by Hanley and Ford. Hanley and Ford make another good tackle on Cullen. Ball now with Rathbone. Taken well by Brian Case. Ball out to Eccles. Along the line to Kelly. Kelly looking for the gap. Hands off Kiss. Kelly finds the gap, looking around for support. He's got Bob Jackson in support. Kelly's still going. Gets the ball out to Boyd. Good strong tackle by Nick Dutoit. Following a very good break by Ken Kelly. Going to play the ball out with Gregory. Ball. Gregory tried the quick pass to Mike Gregory, his namesake. Gregory unable to hold on to the ball. Ella comes up with it. Ball now to Dutoit. Made by Boyd and Webb. Well, rather silly there of Boyd. Putting a punch in on Dutoit. That's the second time Boyd's been involved this afternoon. Gives Stevenson a chance to regain some ground for Wigan. Take a little pressure off them. Case gets the ball out to Ford. Case coming on the blind side. Brian Case still going. Finally down by Mark Foster after dragging him at least 10 yards. Now Ford. On to Ella. Stevenson played the run around with Goodway. Goodway down on the halfway line. Ball now with Ian Potter. Potter driving in. Down by his opposite number, Rathbone, with Gregory in support. Mike Ford looking for the quick break from acting halfback. Knocks on. Gregory will feed the scrum. Free kick to Warrington, feet up in the scrum. Gregory takes the quick tap. Wrapped up by Ford and Dutoit. Mike Gregory, acting halfback. It's the ball onto Rathbone, driving in. Met by a good solid challenge. Dutoit and Case. Warrington playing the ball across. Gregory gets the run around with Eccles. Gregory sees the gap. That's a good ball back to Brian Johnson joining the line. Johnson's finally down by David Stevenson on the Wigan 25. Gregory took it himself, Mike in half back, makes 3 yards. Ball now with Andy Gregory again, on to Ken Kelly. Kelly reverse pass to Eccles. Eccles unable to hold on the ball. Detroit gathers. Easily for Wigan. Kiss onto Ella. Onto Andy Goodway. Goodway coming back inside. Goodway still going. Touch judges coming on from the far side. Rathbone and Goodway have a set two. Dowling finally dumped on the far side by Boyd. Touch judges on the field. Referee allows play on. Ball now with Ella for Wigan. Met in a good hard tackle by Rathbone. Potter acting half-back. On to Ford. Ford decides to go to himself. Gets a good ball out to Hanley. Edwards is on with the ball now, joining the line. Edwards decides to run right. Plays a good dummy. He's got David Stevenson in support. Stevenson gets the ball out to Mike Ford. Ellery Hanley takes the ball from Ford. But the Warrington covers back. Had another free kick. Hanley was being obstructed, but also a punch thrown by probably number 3, Cullen. Touch judges on the field. Well, good break by Wigan. Edwards forming the extra man in the line, backed up superbly. Played a superb dummy with Smith. Hanley just tackled just short of the line, but he was obstructed. Referee Holsworth at the moment having a word with Rathbone and Goodway. Rathbone appears to have a vendetta against Goodway for something that happened earlier in the tackle. David Stevenson elects to kick for goal. Just out to camera range, you see Kevin Tamati. The Warrington substitute warming up. The crowd gets sympathetic applause as Sean Wayne joins the Wigan bench. Palm in a sling. Stevenson comes for the goal kick. Stevenson wide to the right hand side of the post. Score remains Wigan 12, Warrington 8. Warrington to restart on their own 25 with a dropout. Eccles with a kick, deep, over Mike Ford's head. Fox scrambles back, gains possession, drives it back in. Met by Boyd and Webb. 10 yards inside his own half. Kiss at acting halfback. Well, Edwards running to the blind side. Just caught the pass. Stevenson gathered though. Kiss onto Ford, now to Brian Case going down the middle. It's a good ball out to Ian Potter with a gap. Potter's still going. Met by Gregory and Eccles. Potter makes a good 15 yards. Kiss onto Ford. Now onto Steve Ella, playing the run around with Goodway. Steve Ella's still going, gets a good long ball out to Colin Whitfield. Whitfield well tackled by Brian Carbett on the far side of the field. Ball now with Ford. Ford tries to chip through. He's going to roll into touch. Good kick by Mike Ford. Finds touch. 10 yards from the Warrington line. Let's just see a substitution being made for Warrington. Number 15, Kevin Tamati. Just coming on the field to replace number 11, Les Boyd. I think a wise move by Reg Bowden. Boyd's already been warned twice for conduct. Kevin Tamati comes on the field. Take his place in the front row. No, he goes into the second row. Gregory feeds the scrum. Good heel by Wigan. Hanley gathers. Ford and Gregory having a difference of opinion as Edwards takes it up for Wigan. Down by Webb. Ball now with Ford. Quick ball onto Dowling, driving through the gap. Free kick to Wigan. Gregory going in high on Dowling. I think referee Holsworth might have been better to play advantage as Dowling had broken the tackle and was going through to score. David Stevenson elects to kick for goal again. Stevenson with a kick. 20 yards out to the left-hand side of the post. Well, David Stevenson lucky this time. Comes off the right-hand side of the post. Takes Wigan into a 14 points to 8 lead. Gregory to restart. Gregory with a kick deep. Edwards will gather for Wigan. Just stops it with his foot. Gets the ball onto Ian Potter. Potter running at the 3/4. Good run by Ian Potter. Case takes a reverse pass from Case. Case is still going. Tammet is in the tackle with Cullen. Ball now to Steve Ella for the kick. Ella puts a high kick. Johnson's underneath it, takes it well. It's Carbett in support. Johnson running cross field. Now Carbett. Carbett slips out of Dowling's tackle. Carbett still going. Gets the ball out to Forster. Forster loses the ball in the tackle. Possession regained for Wigan by Henley Smith. Ball now with Nick Dutoit. Straightens up. Turned by Gregory and Foster. Ball now forward onto Dowling. Dowling's short ball. Goodway. Goodway one-handed past it. Hanley coming on the burst. Good tackle by Kevin Tamati. Ella goes back to half-back. The ball now with Dowling. Dowling decides to run it himself. Down by Eccles and Kelly. Here's sacked in half-back. Onto Ella. To Ford. To Hanley. Now Goodway running. Goodway a long ball out to Colin Whitfield. Whitfield unable to hold onto the ball. Ball goes into touch. Not seeing much running from wingers of either side today. Ball being kept tight in the forwards. Gregory Fees gets the ball back onto Kelly. Kelly down by Ella and Ford in support. Cullen acting half-back. Onto Rathbone. Rathbone straightens up. Taken well by the legs by Dutoit. Now Mike Gregory gets the ball to Kevin Tamati. Met by Smith and Stevenson. Webb goes to acting half-back for Warrington. Ball onto Jackson. Jackson goes... Well, bounced off Dowling really. Finally down by Dutoit. Ball now with Gregory. Onto Kelly. Warrington's playing the ball across field. Ball now with Eccles. Six tackle coming up. Ball now with Kelly. Onto Gregory. We're looking for the kick. Gregory running round. Gregory loses the ball in the tackle. Potter gains possession for Wigan. Gets the ball out to Ford. Ford onto Dutoit. Wigan have the overlap. Well, Gregory. I thought Andy Gregory was involved down there, but it's Alan Rathbone being sent off for punching. Punched Ian Potter. Well, I think Rathbone's been asking for this. He's had a personal vendetta out against Andy Goodway. just been content to tackle well. He has to put punches in the tackle. So Rathbone goes off down the tunnel. Warrington down to 12 men. David Stevenson with the line kick for the penalty given against Rathbone. Ian Potter restored. Case will restart. On to Ford. To Brian Case. Coming short. Case running down. Takes play to the Warrington 25. Boys finally downed. Case on to Ford. Dowling. Short ball to Goodway. Goodway still going. Finally down by the two Gregorys. Ford plays the ball out to Ella. Ella on to Nick Dutoit running wide. Met by Jackson and Gregory for Warrington. Ball with Ella again. No ball to Edwards joining the line. Edwards is still going through. Just lost his footing. Samatid comes in to complete the tackle. Now Ford on to Dowling. Dowling decides to go in himself. Looking around for support. Slip the pass out, but Jackson gathers for Warrington. All now with Tamati. Tackle well by Ian Potter. Ball out to Webb. Down by Ford and Case. Warrington still in their own 25 as the ball goes out to Eccles. Kelly takes the ball from acting halfback. Case again to make the tackle. The sixth tackle comes up. Ball goes to Gregory. Long kick. Smith's down. Back for Wigan. Smith gathers the ball. Runs cross field. Goes around Mark Forster. Smith still going. Oh, loose hand by Gregory, but Cullen takes it up for Warrington. Gets the ball out to Corbett. Good tackle by Steve Ella. There was a punch thrown in that tackle though on Smith. So Warrington take it up now. Ball out to Forster. Warrington have got the overlap. Magnificent tackle by David Stevenson on Mark Forster. Now Thackeray. On to Kelly. On to Cullen. Cullen tries the kick. Whitfield's back. Whitfield takes the ball well. Goes around Corbett. Whitfield's still going. Cullen Whitfield's still going. Got Steve Ella in support. Steve Ella's going now from the halfway line. Brian Johnson and Greg Thackeray chasing back. Ella goes round Thackeray. Ella's going for the line. It's going to be a brilliant try for Wigan by Steve Ella. Oh, what a brilliant try for Wigan. Started by the kick from Cullen. Gathered well by Colin Whitfield. Whitfield sets off for a run. Broke through the Warrington defence. That's Steve Ella in support. Ella outplaced. Warrington fullback Johnson. And the way to winger Thackeray. Well, they don't call this man Zip Zip in Australia for nothing. Second try of the match, Steve Ella. Rapturous applause from the Wigan supporters for Steve Ella and also for Colin Whitfield, the man who started that move. David Stevenson with a conversion attempt. And he misses it, shaves the right hand side of the post. Just down below us, Gary Henley Smith been taken off. Took a bad knock in a tackle earlier on. Being replaced Wigan by Steve Hampson. Well, the ball's all over the place. Eccles takes it up for Warrington. It's a long ball out. Over Dowling's head. Thackeray can't hold, but Dowling holds on. Webb came flying in there. Attempted to take Dowling's head off. And in the process, he's injured himself. Wigan in the lead. 18 points to 8. Referee having a word with Carl Webb for that tackle. Also calling skipper Kelly over as well. And Webb came off the worst in that tussle. Ken Kelly, the Warrington captain, warned. Any more behaviour like that by Webb and he's off as well. Stevenson takes the quick tap. Stevenson's still going. I don't think he's heard the referee. Gets the ball out to Whitfield. Play still going on the far side. All the rest of the players waiting for near side. Holsworth gives a scrum. I think David Stevenson thought he'd given the penalty to Wigan. Be a scrum down. The crowd getting behind Wigan now. Be a scrum down 20 yards inside the Wigan half. Gregory will feed for Warrington. Scrum goes down. Gregory feeds. Good heel by Wigan. And the ball was coming out to the Wigan side. Referee Holsworth wants the scrum to reform. Gregory feeds again. Gets the ball around the blind side of the scrum. Right by Potter and Ford. Mike Gregory acting halfback, takes the ball himself. Potter's in for a good tackle again. Now Tamatier acting halfback, taking it himself. Potter and Case make the tackle for Wigan. Webb out to Kelly, long ball to Eccles. Eccles goes almost through the gap. Tackled by Case and Dowling. Ball now with Kelly. One-man rugby at the moment from Warrington. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Ball to Tamati. Tamati unable to hold onto the ball. Possession game for Wigan by Sean Edwards. Ian Potter's down for Wigan. Ball now with substitute Steve Hampson. Tamati and Jackson make the tackle. Case at acting halfback. Takes it himself. Coming down the blind side. Makes 5 yards as Kiss every time he takes it himself from acting halfback. Now ball now with Nick Dutoit driving through. Met well by Tamati and Eccles. Forward out to Ella. Ella's short ball to Dowling. Back to Goodway joining the line. Goodway loses the ball as Ella gathers for Wigan. Steve Ella's going away. And has got Edwards in support. Gets a good ball out to Edwards. But Edwards taken into touch by Thackeray. Well, another burst by Zip Ella. Almost sent Edwards in. Thackeray recovered well to take Edwards into touch. That'll be a scrum down on the Warrington 25. As Bob Eccles is replaced by Les Boyd. Eccles limping as he comes off. Boyd goes back into the front row. At open side prop, Gregory feeds. Good heel against the head by Kiss. Ball now to Hampson, onto Ella. Quick ball out. Ball's loose. Hanley gathers. Pushes off Forster. Decides to go the other way. Goes round Cullen. Hanley's still going. Hanley's going to go in for a try for Wigan. Johnson going. Good try saving tackle by Brian Johnson on Ellery Hanley. Whitfield behind the play of the ball. Ball now to Hampson. Hampson takes it himself. 2 yards from the Warrington line. Ella gets the ball out to Dowling, but Dowling unable to hold on to the ball. Dowling lost the ball as he'd gone over the line. Webber running for the quick tap. Ball now to Thackeray. Goes round Kiss. Thackeray's going through. There's Mike Ford in support. Thackeray's going round in the corner. Mike Ford in support. Brilliant tackle by Mike Ford. Thackeray came into the middle, looking for work. Made a good break. A good try-saving tackle by Ford. We've seen two now, one at either end. Puts Warrington on the attack. The ball with Gregory. Down by Ian Potter. Tamati at acting halfback. Tamati takes it himself. It's the ball out to Kelly. Kelly unable to hold on to the ball. As Potter regains possession for Wigan. Warrington, another Warrington player down injured. Time Mike Gregory. Ball now with Dutoit. Taking himself. Gets the ball back to Kiss. Kiss gets the ball over to Stevenson. Stevenson going back inside. Good entertaining rugby here at Knowsley Road. Kiss gets it out to Goodway. To Ella. To Ford. Long ball to Colin Whitfield. Whitfield decides to come back inside. Makes the gap. Gets the ball out to Steve Ella again. Steve Ella's just got to go around Brian Johnson. Johnson takes Ella out as he chips through. Hanley's running. Well, Johnson made no attempt to play the ball, just decided to play Ella. As Hanley was racing through, Hanley looked like he was obstructed. Holsworth gives Wigan a free kick. 9 yards from the Warrington line. Steve Ella receiving attention. David Stevenson decides to kick for goal. Stevenson doesn't have the best luck with the goal attempts today, but he slots that one in, no mistake. Takes Wigan into a 20 points to 8 lead. About 15 minutes of this match remaining. Warrington bench wants to substitute Mike Gregory. He's very reluctant to come off. Bob Eccles retakes the field. Well, Eccles back on. Place of Mike Gregory. There's Andy Gregory. Gets the game underway. Ball down to Dutoit. Dutoit decides to straighten up. Kiss at acting halfback. It's the ball onto Ford. Brian Case coming through on the burst. Case made 8 yards. And that run finally downed by Forster and Tamati. Now Nicky Kiss from acting halfback. Gets a good ball out to Ian Potter. Potter goes round Gregory and Potter's still going. Wigan players being held back left, right and centre. What I think Potter could do. I don't think he had the legs to go to all the way to the line. But both Wigan supporting players are being held back. It's another free kick to Wigan. "27 yards from the Warrington line. Slightly to the right of the post. David Stevenson comes up. David Stevenson puts that ball wide on the left-hand side of the post. Stevenson kicked 4 and missed 4. Score remains Wigan 20, Warrington 8, as Hampson takes up the play. Tackle by Ken Kelly. Hanley goes to Acton half-back, onto Case. Case driving in, makes another 10 yards. Finally down by Eccles and Kelly. Ball now to Ian Potter. Potter goes back inside. Wrapped up by Boyd and Eccles. Kiss on to Ford, to Dowling. Dowling decides to take it himself. Down by Jackson. Kiss out to Ford. Ford with a kick. Good kick by Mike Ford. Finds touch. About 15 yards from the Warrington line. A scrum down. Thackeray going to collect the ball. Looks like he's still suffering from the effects of the tackle earlier on. Gregory feeds the scrum. Ball's out. Ford quickly onto Gregory. Ella helps. Kelly at Acton halfback, onto Tamati. Goes past Goodway. Tamati makes a break. Got Bob Jackson in support. Jackson sent a good ball out to Corbett. The break by Kevin Tamati puts Wigan back on the defence. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Decides to go inside. Made by his opposite number Ford. Assistance from Brian Case. Good end-to-end rugby. Ball now with Boyd. Driving in. Down by Goodway. And Dutoit. Tackle coming back to 1 as Goodway goes in to tackle Boyd again. Warrington playing the ball out to the left. Johnson decides to take it himself. Stopped by Kiss and Case. Webb behind the play of the ball. On to Kelly. On to Eccles. Eccles goes round Potter. Tackled by Dowling and Ford. Ball now with Kelly again. Plays the run around. Ball now with Kevin Tamati. Tackled by Ellis, the 6th tackle coming up. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Tries the kick. Steve Hampson's waiting for it. Hampson about to outrun Gregory. Good run by Steve Hampson from his own line. Hampson's still going. Good run by Steve Hampson. Gets a good ball out to Sean Edwards. Edwards is going. Gets the ball back into David Stevenson. Stevenson comes back inside. Stevenson had Hanley on his left and Edwards on his right. For some unknown reason he came back inside. As Edwards gets the ball out to Hanley. Hanley decides to take it himself. Gets the ball out to Mike Ford. Mike Ford with a long ball out. Colin Whitfield unable to hold on to the ball. Corbett regathers for Warrington. Well, that break for Wigan started by Steve Hampson. Taking the Gregory bomb from under his own post. Good interchange in between Edwards and Hampson. Ball now with Andy Gregory. Wrapped up by Dutoit. And Andy Gregory's been sent off for Warrington. Gregory stamping on Nicky Dutoit. Said there was no need for that. Gregory's own worst enemy. Well, that's 2 Warrington players sent off in this match. First, Alan Rathbone for a punch thrown in the tackle. And now Andy Gregory for a silly stamp on Dutoit. David Stevenson to take the penalty. About 20 yards out in front of the post. Warrington now down to 11 men. David Stevenson makes no mistake with that. Wigan now leading 22 points to 8. 8 minutes of this match remaining. Warrington down to 11 men. The Eccles to restart. Plays the short ball. Dowling collects well, loses the ball. Warrington given a free kick. Ryan Case accused of obstruction on number 14, Mark Foster. Eccles takes the line kick. Webb will restart. On to Kelly. Kelly looking for forwards, gets the ball out to Eccles. Eccles wrapped up well by Edwards. 10 yards from the Wigan line. Ball now with Kelly. Long ball out to Tamati. Tamati loses possession. Possession picked up for Wigan by Potter. Suspicion of a knock on there. Goodway at acting halfback. On to Mike Ford. Steve Hampson joins the line. Hampson's making the break. He's going to go. Good tackle by Bob Jackson. The number 10 for Warrington. As Wigan play the ball out with Mike Ford. Ford gets a good ball out to Steve Eller. Is Eller going to get his hat trick of tries today? Ball now to Hanley. Is Hanley going to score? Hanley's going to go in for Wigan. Hanley goes in for Wigan under the post. Majestic dive for Millery Hanley. Well, that try started with a run by Steve Hampson. After Potter gained possession for Wigan, Eller took the play on, had Hanley in support. Paul Teller was going to go in for his hat-trick. Left Hanley with a simple chance. Warrington fullback Johnson had no hope of catching him, as Hanley went in behind the post, leaving David Stevenson. An easy conversion. Wigan fans going wild at the far end of the field. Stevenson converts. Wigan now leading. Wigan now well in the lead, 26 points to 8. As Eccles restarts, plays the short ball. Ford looked offside. Case pushes the ball back. Ford gathers for Wigan. Tackled by Foster. In Wigan's own 25. Detroit at acting halfback. Ball out to Goodway. Goodway comes back inside. Met by Boyd and Tamati. Boyd wrestles the ball from Goodway as Webb takes it up for Warrington. Ball now out to Jackson. On to Ken Kelly. Kelly well wrapped up by David Stevenson on the Wigan 25. Webb on to Eccles. Eccles looking for the gap. Battle well by Kiss. Ball now with Kevin Tamati. Turns in the tackle. Puts the ball out to Ken Kelly. Is Ken Kelly going to go in for a consolation try? No. Tackled by Hampson. 10 yards from the Wigan line. Ball now with Boyd. Pass to Tamati. Tamati expecting Webb to come closer. Kiss gains the ball for Wigan. Ball now with Andy Goodway straightening up. Goodway finally wrestled to the ground by Eccles. Goodway stood in the tackle looking for runners. Ball now with Mike Ford. On to Detroit. Detroit gets the ball back to Hanley. Hanley coming back in field. Kiss in the way. Ball to Dowling, unable to hold the ball. Be a scrum down. Kelly going to scrum half in place of Gregory. Nicky Kiss can't get in the scrum. And a free kick to Warrington on the Wigan 25. Eccles going to have the line kick. Webb will restart for Warrington. On to Kelly. Short ball to Tamati. Down well by Dutoit and Case. Ball now with Kelly again. Short ball to Johnson joining the line. Let's ball out to Cullen. Cullen running wide. Taken into touch by a good tackle from Ellery Hanley. Scrum goes down, 8 yards from the Wigan line.
And we're getting close to time. And the game's wrapped up now by the Riversiders from Central Park.
Ford feeds. Warrington attempt to wheel the scrum. Referee Holsworth not happy. Orders the scrum to reform. Ford feeds again. Good heel by Kiss. Hampson to the ball well. To the quick pass from Ford. Wrapped up by Ken Kelly. Ball now with Mike Ford for Wigan. On to Ian Potter. Potter running cross field. Dutoit behind the play the ball. Decides to take it himself. Dutoit pushes off Kelly. Dutoit still going. Kiss at acting halfback. Ball now with Mike Ford. Ball out to Dowling. Wigan. Ball now with Steve Ella. Ella's going through the gap. Gets a good ball to Mike Ford. Good tackle again by Brian Johnson. Hanley goes to acting halfback. On to Steve Ella. Ella a ball out to Colin Whitfield, changing wings. The ball to Steve Hampson. Hampson gets the ball out to Sean Edwards to finish it off. Sean Edwards scores. 10 yards in from touch. Takes Wigan into a 30 points to 8 lead. Stevenson coming up with a conversion attempt. Well, another one by David Stevenson in off the post. Takes Wigan into a 32 points to 8 lead. The dying minutes of the match. As Eccles takes the short kick, taken up by Foster. Good tackle on Foster by Steve Hampson. As Webb gathers, Hampson's out again. Warrington playing the ball across field. Eccles on to Cullen. Loose ball. Garbutt coming back inside. Manages to get the ball back to Boyd. Boyd hassled by Stevenson, but still manages to get the ball away. Ball now with Cole Webb. And the hooter goes. Final score, Wigan 32 points, Warrington 8. Well, Wigan avenging their defeat last year in the Lancashire Cup final. Warrington never really in the game. After Gregory went off, down to 11 men. Tries in this match coming from Nicky Case, Ellery Hanley and Sean Edwards, with 2 from Steve Ella. 6 goals to David Stevenson. Warrington points coming from a try from Johnson, 2 goals from Garbutt. Fans now coming onto the field to watch the presentation of the Lancashire Cup. to the Wigan captain, Andy Goodway. Andy Goodway leads a victorious Wigan team up to receive the Burton Wood Brewery Lancashire Cup. Andy Goodway holds the cup aloft, and the Wigan fans raise the roof here at Knowsley Road. Well, there'll be some celebrated in Wigan tonight. Well, the Wigan celebration's being marred by some mindless idiots running onto the field. This is not what we want to see at rugby. But back to the Wigan team. Each taking it in turn to all the Burton Wood Brewery Lancashire Cup. Sympathetic applause as Ken Kelly leads the defeated Warrington team to receive the losers' medals from Martin Ryan, director of Burton Wood Brewery. Good-natured applause. Here comes Nicky Kiss running across the field. Gives the Lancashire Cup to the injured Wigan player Sean Wayne. Holds the cup aloft. Got his arm in a sling. Wigan now deciding to take the cup to the supporters. The far end of Knowsley Road. I think the Wigan contingent must have outnumbered Warrington by about 15-1 today. Wigan now doing a lap of honour. Well, Wigan lost to St Helens last year in the final, but they've certainly made amends this year at Knowsley Road. Taking the Lancashire Cup for a record 17 times. So as we leave Knowsley Road with a victorious Wigan team completing the lap of honour, we'll leave you with the final score. Wigan 32 points, Warrington 8. This is your commentator, Carl Culshaw. Hoping you've enjoyed the match. And also like to pass on your thanks to our cameraman, Brian Worthington. It's goodbye from Knowsley Road.